Okay, let's dive in. Think about the last time you bought something. Could be anything, maybe, I don't know, some gadget online, something you saw advertised, and you bought it, but later you kind of thought, hang on, did I really need this?
Yeah, that moment of pause.
Exactly. Was that like a genuine desire you had? Or, did a really clever ad maybe
Wrong.
plant that idea, make you think it was yours all along?
That's the core of it, isn't it? It seems simple, but it's actually a huge question right at the heart of how we live today.
Right. So for this deep dive, that's what we're asking. Does modern marketing just find desires we already have deep down? Does it just shine a light on them?
Or does it actually create them? The manufacturers completely new wants we didn't even know we could have.
It's a massive debate, really, philosophically, but also just practically in marketing itself. And it affects, well, pretty much everything we buy.
Absolutely. So let's look at one side first. You have this argument, and some marketers even say this, that marketing is basically just a mirror.
A mirror? How so?
Well, it reflects needs that are already, in us, part of the human condition. It just shows us things that might satisfy those underlying needs.
Okay, so we always wanted to connect with people. Marketing didn't invent that.
Precisely. It just showed us maybe, hey, this smartphone, this can help you connect. The desire, the thirst for connection was already there. Marketing just pointed to the water, so to speak.
It finds the existing itch.
Yeah, it finds the itch and suggests a scratch. It uncovers rather than invents. Almost a Platonic idea, like the perfect form of the desire was always there.
Okay, but then there's the other side, a pretty compelling one too.
Oh, definitely. You've got thinkers like Gilles Deleuze. He basically said society, or maybe capitalism, isn't about satisfying desires. It's about producing them.
Continuously.
Producing them, so implanting the itch.
Exactly. Think about, say, an iPhone. Do we buy it just for making calls? Or has Apple, through really smart marketing, created this whole desire around it? Status, creativity, being part of the in-group.
Yeah, it's more than just a phone. It becomes part of your identity. Right, or fashion. A brand says, this specific shade of green, this is the color of the season. And suddenly you feel this weird pull towards green sweaters.
Ah, yeah, I know that feeling. Where did that come from?
It feels like it's manufactured, doesn't it? Engineered to make you want something specific, something new that you didn't necessarily need moments before.
And the data seems to back this up sometimes. I saw a study, I think, from last year saying something like 70% of clothing buys were influenced by targeted ads on Instagram. 70%.
Now, that makes you stop and think, are those algorithms just super good at finding your hidden desire for a new shirt?
Or are they actually creating that impulse, showing you things based on what they predict you should want, maybe even before you know it yourself?
It blurs the line, definitely.
Found.
Well, it feels more like creation than discovery in that case.
But hang on, if marketing is so good at creating desire, why do some products completely bomb? Huge ad campaigns, loads of hype, and then nothing. Failure.
That's a great point. And it leads to maybe a counter idea. Carl Jung talked about the collective unconscious, these deep, universal human symbols and needs.
Archetypes, right?
Exactly. Maybe there are some fundamental human needs or desires that marketing can't just invent out of thin air. It can only tap into what's already universally resonant.
So you can't just manufacture a desire for a new type of oxygen because it doesn't connect to anything deep within us.
Probably not, yeah. There seem to be limits. Marketing can shape, amplify, direct, but maybe it can't just create anything. If a product doesn't resonate with some core, maybe unconscious human need, maybe it's just destined to fail, no matter how much money you throw at ads.
Okay, so it's complicated. It's not just one or the other.
It really seems like it's a mix, a complex interplay. The sources we looked at suggest it's not a simple yes or no.
So where does that leave us, the consumers?
Well, one analogy that came up is quite interesting. Think of modern marketing like Sisyphus pushing that rock up the hill.
Okay, the rock being desire.
Kind of. But here's the twist. Often, the desires on that rock are ones marketing helped put there in the first place. And the really clever part,
Yeah.
we often think we're the ones choosing to push the rock. We believe we're fulfilling our own genuine desires when actually we've been subtly guided towards them.
Huh. That makes you wonder, can you actually get back in the driver's seat? Can you regain control over what you buy, what you want?
That's the critical question, isn't it? And maybe the most profound thought, inspired by Nietzsche, is something like this. The real power isn't just creating desires. It's in redefining them.
Redefining them. Okay, that's powerful. But how do you actually do that in a world just saturated with messages telling you what to want?
That's the challenge, I suppose.
Yeah. What does it mean for you listening right now to try and be a more conscious consumer? To really understand these forces and make choices that line up with what you truly need or value, not just these sort of manufactured impulses.
Something to definitely think about.
Yeah, maybe next time you're hovering over that buy now button, something to ponder.